They're in the gate. And they're off in the Belmont Stakes. And as expected, Rodriguez bounces out very quickly. Uncaged has plenty of early interest, as does Crudo, who sprints up alongside Rodriguez. Journalism secures the fourth spot. Baeza's a little bit keen. He is in between horses and 4 lengths off the lead. Kentucky Derby winner Sovereignty cruises up along the inside and is suddenly sharing the second position. Hill Road is second to last, and Heart of Honor is at the back of the field. 7 lengths covers them through an opening quarter that went in 23 and 2/5 seconds. And so the lead belongs to Rodriguez, who's in front by a half length. Crudo alongside second. Sovereignty galloping strongly right next to his rival Journalism. Journalism puts his head into third. Does that Preakness winner. A length and a half behind them comes Uncaged. Baeza is 5 or 6 lengths off the lead. Hill Road and Heart of Honor. They're heading toward the half-mile pole. Hall of Famer Mike Smith and Rodriguez carved out that half in 47 and 3/5 seconds. Crudo a length and a half behind him in second. Journalism in the clear, getting a good trip. Uncaged at the rails. Sovereignty in between those two is 5th now and 4 lengths off the lead. Baeza has asked for a bit more at this stage. He's hard-ridden. 6 lengths off the pace. Hill Road is trying to match strides with him. Heart of Honor has dropped out. 3 quarters in 1:12 and 1. Journalism makes a decisive move with 1/4 mile to go, and he takes command of the Belmont Stakes. Sovereignty angles out to try and run him down. It's a rematch of the Kentucky Derby as they come to the 8th bull, and here comes Sovereignty. Sovereignty goes right by Journalism once again, leaving absolutely no doubt who the best 3-year-old in the world is. Sovereignty and Junior Alvarado in the Belmont Stakes. Journalism was second. Baeza finished third.
And away we go. Shin Emperor was one of the first to exit the machines with Dureza, Rebels Romance, and Danon Desile is going to find himself in behind. Diramil is up there along with Savinia. Then came Calandagan, who's back in traffic here, followed by Caliph, who's out to second to last. And the Hong Kong Vase winner in Giavolotto is last of all. Shin Emperor leads them out past the 2,000 metres, and he's got an advantage of 1 length and 3/4 on Dureza. It is the local in Rebels Romance who settles down third, 4 lengths off the leader. 1 length and 3/4 to Danon Desile. The inside of Savinia, the Japanese pair race in 2. Then it came to Dira Mile, followed by Calandagan, who's back on the running rail. From Caliph, the Bahrain runner, in second last. Giavolotto is the last one. So they head to the mile marker. And it is up in front here, Rebels Romance, who's now going to inject some more tempo, and Yusei Sake is going to let him go. He sits second on Shin Emperor, followed there by Dureza, who's third. Tries to rein it back now on the leader, does Buick here, and bring the tempo once again out of the race. Savinia is 4th. 5th is Danon Desile, and Dira Mile is 6th. Half a length, now a length back to Calandagan, who's got 8 lengths to go on the defending champ, who's now leading up in front on a good clip, followed by Caliph, and out to the end, Giavolotto still last. Inside the 1,000 they go, and it's William Buick in the royal blue, looking to go back-to-back here with Rebels Romance. He's 2.5 lengths on Shin Emperor. Third was Dureza, 4th Savinia, and Danon Desile 5th the rail. Duramil was next from Calandagan, who's riding a very, very patient race, is Mikhail Barcelona. He sits third to last from Caliph, and Giavolotto is last. Rebels Romance off his win in Doha last start. He's fit as a fiddle. Inside the 550 he goes. He tries to make this a real staying test. He's got 2.5 to 3 lengths on Shin Emperor, who's now felt for. Dureza works up the inside to come off the heels of the leader. Then came Danon Desile from Savinia. Calandagan now out. Rebels Romance, he's hit top gear. Here's Danon Desile, and pouncing the outside, Danon Desile. He goes up. Rebels Romance can't do any more. Here's Calandagan trying with a late ask, but Danon Desile, the Japanese raid tonight, is on full force. Wins the Sheema Classic, and a 3rd win for Japan on the night. Calandagan second over. Dureza in a photo with Rebels Romance. Giavolotto ran home well from
the Chairman's Sprint Prize. They are ready. All clear from the back. They're racing. He was about first away, Carrying Rising. Lucky With You went away with him. Pace also coming from Invincible Sage, and also Victor, the winner, of Magic Control, and Zach's happy to let that 3 go. Asian Fences on the inside from co-partner Pran's Beauty Waves. Lucky With You has drifted back from Satono Rave, and then came Lucky Swainess, Denon McKinley. Lugal second last, and back to last from his wide draw, Helios Express. Magic Control leads a length over Victor, the winner. Invincible Sage third on the inside. Last year's winners having a very similar run. Co-partner Prance fourth, and 2 lengths to Carrying Rising. He's yet to get moving. Purton comes to the outside now. He's 3 off the lead around Asian Fencer, Denon McKinley. Satono Rave is trying to follow Carrying Rising. Magic Control leads, but here he is. Carrying Rising at the 250. He swept 3 lengths in front of Magic Control, Satono Rave, and then came Invincible Sage. Helios Express runs on, but it's Carrying Rising. He does it with the grace and poise of another great sprinter. He's the Usain Bolt of the equine world. Carrying Rising beats Satono Rave. Helios Express has run a placing to him again. Then Invincible Sage, Lugal, co-partner.
$20 million, Richard Hoyles.
And they're away for the Saudi Cup, a little bit slow away, Ushbata Zoro. And early on it is Walk of Stars who moves forward. Romantic Warrior jumped well and just moves off the rail to get some clear daylight and avoid the kickback. Looking for Forever Young, who's broken well and is right across the field as well. Al Musmak is racing in a handy position with Defunded through the first 200. They're being followed by Ramjet, and also there is Wait to Excel. As last year, Ushbata Zoro's the one off the back end. Also towards the back at this stage is Rattle and Roll well behind as they make their way through the first 400 metres. Forever Young in the maroon colours, but it's Al Musmak towards the outside with Defunded, and right there on the running rails, Walk of Stars. Romantic Warrior tracks them in 5th place, Pale Blue racing on the inside of Wait to Excel, then Ramjet wider out to the white cap of El Código. Factor Cheval is at the back of that leading group on the outside of Wilson Tesoro. Then behind those is Intense For Me, still a gap back to Wood and Sun. Rattle and Roll well back, and Ushbata Zoro as Romantic Warrior moves off the running rail as they approach the bend. So out in the lead, Forever Young on the outside, disputing it with Walk of Stars. Right round the outside, Romantic Warrior will be 5 wide into the turn, but is poised under James McDonald as the big 2 move through. Forever Young, Romantic Warrior sweeps up on the outside for Hong Kong. They lock horns, and it's Romantic Warrior who finds most initially from Forever Young in 2nd place. The 2 of them are clear from Wilson Tesoro and Factor Cheval. 2 of the great racehorses in the world, and at the moment Romantic Warrior holds sway. His rider looks across. Forever Young is trying to close, and he's beginning to do so. Romantic Warrior from the outside. Forever Young has got to within 3 parts of a length. Romantic Warrior, Forever Young, a race for the ages, and Forever Young rounds off a terrific night for Japan, runs down Romantic Warrior and breaks Hong Kong hearts. Back in 3rd place, Ushbata Zoro, Rattle and Roll from the back. Wilson Tesoro next with Ramjet. Then behind those, Walk of Stars dropped out. Defunded and El Código. A stretch duel for the ages where Romantic Warrior went first but couldn't repel Forever Young, who ran him down in the final 50 metres.